Hello lovely people, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you this method of groundnut soup preparation with you, and I call it local groundnut soup because you get that local taste, that village taste of groundnut soup. Yes, and so that's what you're going to prepare today. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. And so we are going to boil together our tomatoes, onion, 1.5 turkey berries, and garden eggs. So I'm going to add water to it and boil everything together. I'm also going to blend together ginger, pepper, mixed natural spices, garlic with onions and dawadawa. I will put them together and blend. And I'm also going to use some salted beef, salted fish, and wale. And we are also going to make use of these beautiful fish. Should I say fishes? Okay, so that is it. And so what I'm going to do now is I have my saucepan ready. I'm going to pour in my fish, everything together, and I'm going to add my salt and spices to it. This method of preparing groundnut soup, I love it. We have two methods, and I've shared the first method on the channel, and so you can watch that method. And this is the second method I'm going to share with you. And for me, this second method is my favorite, and that is because I get the actual local taste I want. I mean, you can use it for your chicken or meat. You can use the same method for chicken and meat and all that. So it's not only, so I'm adding half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of white pepper, and I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. So I'm adding another half to it, and that'll be it. I'm adding this half teaspoon of salt. That is because we have salted fish in there. We have salted beef also in there, so you need to mind the salt you add. And so I've added my blended ingredients, and I'm adding water to it. I'll take it to fire and let it steam or boil very well. And so we are checking on it, and at this point I'm going to add enough water. It is okay for me, and so I'll add enough water. I mean, almost full of the saucepan. You need enough water to cook it in. Bear in mind that this is groundnut soup, and so you can't just cook with small water. You need enough water to cook it very well. And then I'll cover and let it boil. So I'm checking on my tomatoes, the garden eggs, and the others, and they are well cooked. So I'll just put off the fire, allow it to cool, and blend it. Okay, so it's boiling now, and so I'm going to, at this point, add my groundnut paste to it. And this is the point. The first method that I shared on the channel, what we do is you would fry the groundnut paste. You mix it and then put it on fire and cook it till you get the oil. But this, no, you are just dropping the groundnut paste in the soup. You can decide to mash it and then pour it in the soup, but I just love to just drop them in the soup. And while the soup is boiling, it will melt inside there and everything will be okay. And so this is it. This is what I'm doing. And as I said, the method is not just for using fish for the soup, but whether it's chicken, whether it's meat or anything, you can still use this method. I prefer this method to any other method or the first method because I get a pure local taste, and that is what I wanted. My grandmother taught me this. My mom loves to use the first method a lot, but for me, I'll always go for this. Okay, so we'll allow it to cook, and now it has cooked very well, but we'll still give it more time to cook, and I'll still add more water to it. And I'm adding my blended ingredients. Now what you can do is you can decide to strain the blended ingredients. I'm adding water to it, but I didn't strain. I just decided to add everything to it because I want that village. When you are eating the soup, sometimes you can see some of the chaff on your finger and all that. So that's the effect I want to get at the end of the day. So just cover it half, not full, so that it doesn't boil over into the fire. And so we are checking, and our soup is getting ready. but it's still not yet ready. It's not even half cooked. And when I checked, it was too thick for me, so I went ahead to add a bit of water and allow it to cook more. I don't want to eat groundnut soup and start running. And so this is it. At this point, it is almost cooked, and I have this cooked mushrooms, steamed, well cooked. So I decided to add it at this point when the soup is almost done. Then I'll just add it to it. So I'm adding it to it. And when you look at the soup, the surface, you realize that it is not cooked. You can see some water there. So it tells that the soup is not fully cooked. And so at this point, I'll just lower the fire and cover it halfway and allow it to cook on a medium heat. Just allow it on tunobo. No kakranka. So finally, our locally made soup, local taste groundnut soup is ready. Yes, so look at the level where the soup was and how much it has cooked down. It is ready, and you can see that the sides have all dried up. It tells that the soup is cooked. Everything is in there intact. Yes, so my wale has become very soft. That's how I like it, so that I can easily chew. I don't want to chew wale and be struggling with it. And my fish, that is this fish, we call it ode. I have it in there, everything nice. So this is it for our soup. Give it a try, this method, and you will love it. Hey, this you can serve it with anything. Your swallow, cabbage swallow, keto swallow. You can serve it with fufu, konkonte in here. Yes, bankun. Just add okra to it. You can serve it with yam or anything, rice. Groundnut soup goes with everything. And so this is it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. Bye bye.
Send me straight the way I'm my man. I saw me boo.